I know many of you, like me, did not sell enough coins here. And a lot of those coins devalued huge down here. And you would kill for the opportunity to sell at 100K again. And you probably told yourself, man, if this thing bounces into a lower high, I'm getting the fuck out. Now we're here. I'm not saying you need to sell all your spot. I'm not saying you need to get out. But if you're in some shitty trades and you need to reorganize, you need to rejigger some stuff, right? Oh, you've been holding something that's underwater, some shitty coins. You're too diversified. You're in way too many coins, but you haven't wanted to cut them because you're super underwater. I'm not saying, oh, I'm selling everything because I think the bull market's over and I need to get the fuck out. But maybe this is an opportunity for you to rebalance your portfolio. Get out of some dog shit, reallocate your 50 pieces of dog shit into one large turd, right? That's easier to manage. It's way easier to manage a 5 to 10 coin portfolio than it is to manage 50 fucking coins. So use the opportunity for where the market is green to potentially rebalance your portfolio. One, being in underwater, shitty, too many positions, it's going to be mentally draining. And then two, doing this rebalance, it's kind of like you got a fresh start. Okay, where am I at? How much money do I have? What am I holding? What coins are they? What sectors am I covering? It's going to make you feel fresh, renewed. And if we are headed to all-time highs, there's going to be opportunities to reallocate into other shit again anyways, but with a fresh mind. Because as much as people are going nuts, right? Like Fart Coin has been going crazy, dude. Like my frog. I'm like, dude, frog is up fucking 300%. Guess what, dude? It still needs to go up another 150% for me to get to break even. Popcat, it's ripping. We drew this out on Popcat into the demand. It's up almost 400%. It's still down 75%. And if we do get some sort of bearish move on equities on Bitcoin, all of these can do this. You got to keep that in mind. All of these pumps can fucking reverse. Goat fucking ripping. But like if you bought up here, you're like, who fucking cares? I'm now slightly less poor. This can fucking reverse. All of these coins that have been ripping can fucking nuke back their move relatively quickly. Remember what I said would happen to Hype, by the way, when it reclaimed 17? What did I say? You know what I said. I said if it reclaims 17, it goes to 24. That's free money. That's easy trade. Reclaim 17, going to 24. If it holds 24, guess where it's going? 31. Okay, but all of these moves can pull back. So you got to be aware, oh, Fartcoin's fucking crushing, dude. We've been tracking Fartcoin. It's up a ton off the lows. One of the biggest movers. It's up almost like 600%. It's still down from all-time high, 50%. So if you're holding this thing from up here, I'm not saying you need to sell, right? But maybe you rebalance. You cut some of your worst ads. Oh, some of my buys from here are back in profit. Great. Maybe I'll cut some of my shittier ones, make my average price look less shitty. I'm not even saying you have to get out of the coin. Like sometimes just selling and then rebuying, but now your entry price doesn't like look so egregious. Like you're in PopCap from $2. Well, now I'm in from 40 cents. Even though you were in from 2, you cut it, took a loss, and then you rebought. That alone, mentally, it's purely a psychological thing, can help you trade better because it releases that weight off of your mind. You're no longer looking at this fucking godforsaken terrible entry where you top tick something and it's down 90%. Now you're like, hey, I'm in from 30 cents and it's at 60. I'm up 50%. Even though money-wise, nothing's changed. You still top ticked it and sold for a loss, but mentally you've kind of reset. So I do think that that's a really good idea for many of you. And it's something I'm sure many of you haven't even tried doing or considered doing. Think about it. Not saying you got to sell and exit the market, but rebalance, maybe shave off some of those shitty entries. Use this as an opportunity to get yourself a fresh slate. Because if we're so back and we're about to march to 150K, it's going to be fucking go time. There's going to be opportunities everywhere. And you want to be in the best mental shape possible to take advantage of all of that. You want to be sharp. This is a fucking great example of what I was talking about earlier about rebalancing, right? Like, let's say you bought WIF at $4 because you thought it was going on the sphere and everyone was telling you the hat stays on forever and it's going to $10. And then it goes down to 20 cents and you're in agony, but you don't sell. Seeing something like this, being like, okay, well, like, yeah, maybe it does go back up. but it's not going to go back to your entry in a straight line, if ever. Maybe it does, but it's not going to go there in a straight line. But maybe you say, okay, it's up 300% in the last few weeks. I'm going to cut my loss and then I'm going to rebuy. Maybe you wait for a dip. Maybe you just rebuy instantly. The amount of money and the amount of whiff that you have, like, it doesn't change, right? The amount of money, the value of your bag. Like, let's say you had 100K worth here and down here it's worth 10, just for easy math. And you say, you know what, fuck it. It's up 300%. So now my 10 is worth, 13. I'm going to cut it. And then you instantly rebuy. You still only have 13K worth. And if it gets back to here, you're still only back at your original 100. But now your entry is $1 instead of $4. And even just that alone mentally can help a little bit. Okay. Or maybe you want to actually try and, okay, I'm going to cut my loss because I was down. Even my 100K was 10K, now it's 15. So I'm going to, I made it, I'm 5K less worse off, and maybe it comes down here and you put that back in. Now you have even more than you had before. Like, that's what I'm talking about, if that makes sense. And you lose your tax loss if you buy within a month in Oz, though. You can't harvest it as a loss. Well, that sounds like just another thing that Australians have to worry about, along with kangaroos, fucking sharks, fucking scorpions, snakes, spiders, and whatever else there is trying to kill you. Rest in peace to Steve Irwin.